Namaste, beautiful gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyen. And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, 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 you guys. So much has happened since yesterday. Yesterday was the first day of the year, and let me just say that one of the answers to my prayers for over 11 years ago was just answered. What do you do when someone from your past, not just someone from your past, scratch that. What do you do when your first love contact you? Like, I've had plenty of exes contact me throughout the duration of 2019, and it was like, okay, and then I ended up rekindling a flame with my ex-fiance, and like we're together now, and things are so good and I'm so happy, and I love the way he treats me and I treat him really well too. But I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday while I was on the phone, and I said, it's so strange because I thought that so-and-so was my twin flame, which is my first love, you guys. He is the first man that have ever proposed to me. And so I was like, yeah, I thought my ex-fiance was, my twin flame. And then all of a sudden, a message comes across my screen that I got a text from my first love. And I just paused for a moment because I didn't even know how to process it. And something was like, don't reply. And then something was like, girl, reply. Reply, because he took out the time to reach out to you, see what he wants. God. So it turned in from us texting for like 15 minutes, and it was just so many questions, so many answers that needed, so many things that needed to be said, that texting really took away from the mood of really rekindling and kind of like, closing old doors or even opening up new doors. So I was like, are you decent? Let's video chat. He was like, no, I'm not decent. I'm like, okay. And before you know it, I was getting a call from him through Messenger, and that turned out to be almost a 2-hour call. So we got off the phone or whatever, and I thought that we both pretty much said our piece. An hour later, I get a text from him thanking me. And I'm like, you're welcome. And asking me, can we talk tomorrow, which is today. So anyway, let's get off of that subject. I'm not going to go into any more further detail because this is my personal life. But I just want to share. And I want to put a question on your mind. What do you do when that person that you thought that was the one that got away, that person that you could not stop thinking about, that person that you thought that you'll never stop loving and never get over, comes back into your life and call you, and it's 2020, and this person is from your past? Well, I'll tell you what you do. You listen to this reading. This is not my personal reading. This is you guys' reading. I do want to let you know that I damn sure did a personal reading for myself and this person, and I did not even use these decks. I use a totally different deck because I didn't want to mess up the energy. I didn't want to mix up the energy or anything like that. So this is all about you, Divine Femme. It's all about you. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this beautiful, juicy reading for you. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yodhi Vahe, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time, and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. All I gotta say, you guys, is that this is definitely a plot twist. This is gonna be a plot twist for you. And the fact that it happened for me, I know it's gonna be happening for a lot of people because I felt very strongly in my aura this morning when I awakened to do this reading, because I kept hearing everything comes back full circle. And I knew that was not for me. I knew that was not for me, even though I got my own little iron and a fire in this. I know that this was for the collective. And I'm like, oh, well, let me go ahead and do a reading and see what the heck is going on in the collective overall through and through. So I separated this in 3 sections. This is from your angels, your guides, and your way shores from the higher realms. This is your past life connection with this person that is coming back into your life. And I feel like for some of you, this person has already made the grand appearance. Okay. And then this is tarot. And this is your advice. And this is your guidance on what you should do and what you should contemplate. I'm hearing from source, do not rush in. Take your time. There's nothing to rush into. All things are happening in divine order. I feel like if you just give things, if you give enough time for the dust to settle, then you'll be able to see the beautiful shelving, which is the foundation of all of those books and journals and memories that you guys, when I say you guys, I'm talking about you and your person, have shelved away. I do realize that I have cross-watchers that are reading this. And I also want to let you know that this is the general reading. If you are looking for something a little bit more specific to your situation, then why don't you book a reading? What are you waiting for? This is the new year. It's time for you to know what this year holds for you. All right. So let's get your first card. Your first card is astrology. And do you see the word here? Destiny. You and this person are written in the book of destiny. This is either your soulmate or a twin flame. Take what resonates. But this person definitely has a past life connection with you. You guys have done this more than once. And astrology is here because you may be the same element like me and this person. All right. You may be like water sign, fire, earth, air, and air. Take what resonates. Or, because I'm reading for a lot of people and I'm channeling multiple people here, you could be written in the stars. And on your timeline in your natal chart, this is when this person is supposed to enter or re-enter back into your life. Next, you have palmistry and interpretation. Well, I feel like if you were to get a palm reading, it will show over here you and this person's relationship, because this person is destined to be in your life and they're in your palms. This person is in your palms and they will show up in a palm reading. So go get a palm reading, because I don't know anything about palm readings and I'm not even going to go any further on that one. You have abundance in coins. I feel like this person is well-to-do. They do well for themselves. They have accumulated, they've racked up some stacks. Whoever this person is, they got money. Or you may have money. This can even represent you. Take what resonates. But whatever the case is, this is about coming together. Okay. It's like Chris Brown. You and I. Perfect. It's perfect timing. I can't think of the words right now. And I sing this song every day. I wouldn't do for you I'm doing for you what I would not do for anybody else. So tonight you might get what you want. You guys may be coming back together, like in person and meeting each other, like meeting up. I feel like for some of you, this person has traveled away some distance, quite some distance. So this is a long distance relationship or a long distance connection. Then for some of you, this is someone that is around, that has been around town, but they have distanced themselves because of work and because of life gotten in the way. Wow. But I feel like this relationship is a very rich spiritual connection. I feel like this person is spiritually connected to you and you're spiritually drawn to this person. It's like, even though it's been years between the two of you, you guys can get back together and it's like as if there was never any distance. And it doesn't necessarily mean that this is your connection with your twin flame, because trust me, I know that people have these type of connections with soulmates too, but it could possibly be your twin flame as well. Take what resonates, because this is a general reading. Footprints and direction. Oh my God. So divine intervention has stepped in. You are being lovingly guided and protected by the divine. There is something about this relationship that is very fulfilling, very enriching. And if you just allow for it to unfold and blossom, it could be something that's very beautiful. But in the meantime, in between time, in the interim, please go into meditation, connect with your guides and your higher self, and just allow for yourself to be divinely guided in this. Please do not make, cerebral decisions. Please do not be in your head. And don't even be all up in your heart. Be balanced between the two and make a head over heart decision when it comes to you and your person, because I feel like y'all can be on to something. It reminds me of Sam Cooke. Is that his name, or Sam Smith? You may say I'm crazy. That song, listen to those lyrics. I really believe that you guys have something that a lot of people wish that they had. A whirlwind romance. Like, I feel like the two of you not only get each other, but you get each other. And I'm saying that as an extra emphasis on purpose. Like, you really are able to feel the emotions of one another. You're able to, some of you have even dreamed about this person. You've been dreaming about this person. And then here they are, they coming on your timeline in 2020 and making a grand appearance, right? And then some of you haven't dreamed about this person in years, but you've always kind of wondered in the back of your mind, I wonder how this person is doing. I'm going to just share one more thing with you guys. He told me that he checked out my Facebook a year ago and he saw all the pictures with me and my husband, and he was like, well, she looks happy, so let me just not, rock the boat. And the funny thing is, me and my husband have been separated for going on 3 years now. So anyway, I really feel like this person's been checking up on you. I feel like you've been checking up on this person too, through social media. Next, we have phrenology, certainty. I really feel like this person has been in their head a lot about you. Like, they cannot get you out of their mind. My advice to you in this particular situation, you may have thought about this person from time to time too. You guys have been mentally connected. So as you try to ascertain what you should or should not do, use your own head rather than accepting the advice or pieces of advice from the people that are around you. Okay? Think very logically. Me and my best friend, we were speaking this morning, and she was like, no wonder you don't listen to anything that I tell you. No wonder. No, because years ago, I made an executive decision when I was engaged to him to listen to people that were older than me, because I felt like because they were older, they were wiser. And I was totally wrong, because I was devastated because I ended up marrying my kid's father, which it was meant to be. We had a soul contract. Now that I'm enlightened, I know that. And I know that my children had to come through him. But I could have altered that decision and still lived my best life and married him. And I would have been much happier instead of it taking 17 years for me to get over this person. So no, I don't allow for people to sway my thinking. And I advise that you do not do the same, because at the end of the day, you are the only person that has to live with those results. No one else. And I remember times that I would cry and I felt like I was dying. And none of those people that gave me the advice to break off the engagement because I didn't have a child with him, and to marry the child's father because I had a child with him. He was willing to be in my life and he was willing to marry me. So what? He was a cheater. He was a liar, and he was no good for me. But, back in the day, older women was like, oh, all men cheat. That's what I was told. All men cheat. And I'm so glad that I broke those cycles today. But think logically, as it's time to just rely only on your good conscience, and these old-fashioned, outdated conditionings, let them go. Use old-fashioned common sense this time, because I feel like this is what's going to bring you the stability in your life that's required. Okay? And it's going to help you to make more concrete plans when it comes for your future in this person. Now, you also can, what I would recommend is practice meditation. Quiet your mind. Use prayer, because that will help you to just know just retreat, fall back a little bit, and just listen to your guides. And don't dive straight into this situation. Make sure that you are certain of all the facts. And this is the reason why certainty is on the card, because certainty will prevail if you do so. Now, just to give you a little bit of a background of phrenology, Hippocrates, okay, some people say Hippocrates, tomato, but I say Hippocrates, and his followers, they inaugurated major changes in the understanding and understanding of people's behaviors and their personality by reading their heads. And so during this time, they looked at the bumps, they looked at the shapes and the sizes of their heads in order to gain knowledge about this particular person. And so you're being told, of course, you're not going to go to the extent of how they did it, but you're being told to use your head, use common sense in this situation in order to get the desired outcome that you're looking for. And the last card that deals with the ancients and, your wayshoers and guides and just information from the higher realms is that I feel like this person in times past have been pretty fickle with you, kind of like on and off. One minute they wanted you, and then the next minute, oh no, go ahead and move on with your life. I'm doing me. I don't want you anymore. You broke my heart. I feel like some of you guys have broken this person's heart. All right. And then for some of you, I feel like this person has broken your heart and they didn't quite understand why. Well, you guys had soul contracts and you had to move on from that relationship in order for you to be with other people, in order for everything to come back full circle. And I feel like this time, this person is going to bring you flowers. If they don't bring you literal flowers like roses, lilies, or, some type of flower, I feel like they're going to make you feel like you're blossoming. They're going to make you open, like they're going to make you trust love again. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it on this side. Let's go ahead and get into your past lives. And this probably will be a longer reading than most of my readings. Okay. Just because I pulled from 3 different decks, and I did that on purpose because I really wanted to paint this picture for you guys. Because for some of you, this has already happened. And I love when I get confirmations on how on point I am when it comes to the interpretation. And then for a lot of you, it hasn't happened. So all of my readings are fluid and they're universal. And fluid means past, present, or future. And universal means that at any time you can, click on this reading and that will be exactly when you're supposed to hear it. All right. So we have phobias. You may have certain fears, You may have certain fears around love. You may have certain fears that are unexplainable. And it's because you have a past life connection of those fears, okay? There are some people that are fearful of heights. There are people that are fearful of water. There are people that are fearful of spiders. But whatever the case is, you'll know based off of this card what your fear is. And just know that it is past life connection orientated. There are a lot of people oriented is what I meant to say. There are people that don't want to have things wrapped around their neck because maybe in a past life they were hung by a noose around their neck, right? So there are just old phobias that you need to get rid of and you need to clear out. I would recommend doing a soul revocation, because that is a shamanic healing that will help you to heal, because this will possibly get in a way of your relationship, not only with this person, but even with yourself and others as well. So you just want to make sure you clear that out. Next, you have mother. Okay, you and this person had children together in a past life. All right. You were the mother of their children. So if you are a woman now, you possibly was a woman in a past life. And so this is another past life connection that you have with this person. You produce children for them, you produce babies. And so you may even find that this relationship with this person is very nurturing, very caring, very giving. And it's because of the past life connection between the two of you. All right. So you have lessons and blessings. I feel like you hurt this person or this person has hurt you, or a combination of both, because you guys were supposed to learn the lessons. And as you learn the lessons from why things went awry or why things didn't work out, that's when you receive your blessings, because then you'll be able to get what that person came to deliver. They basically honored a soul contract with you. And they were supposed to hurt you. They were supposed to trigger you. All right? Take what resonates. You have Egypt. I feel like you and this person definitely had a past life history in ancient Kemet and just a lot of Egyptian knowledge. Because this card signifies that, you know, your past lives were there. And it relates to your current situation. And I feel like when there is like a negative pattern that you stubbornly refuse to heal, its roots are often buried in the lifetime in which you spent in that memory. So for you, it would be Egypt. So fortunately enough for you, you can access and heal this issue. Just like gardening, you can eliminate vestiges of the past by pulling them out by the roots. Okay. So if you're drawn to this, maybe the culture, or you want to travel there, it's because you had a positive experience in that lifetime. And if you have like a belief system, it could be rooted from ancient Egypt. If you had a negative experience, same thing. Okay, it could be that you had a bad experience in that lifetime, and you may be triggered by certain images that come from there. And this is really helping to trigger you for recollection so it can come up for healing. Okay. And much of Egypt is really spiritual. You know, we get astronomy, astrology, and even stargazing can just help to trigger some of these memories. A lot of you may even benefit from past life regression, which I also do that, but you have to contact me because that has to be done in person. That cannot be done long distance, but it helps you to release and heal old traumas and old wounds that are toxic that may be creeping up in your everyday day-to-day life currently. You have monk or nun. A lot of you probably did not get a chance to consummate your arrangement with this person, or you didn't get a chance to have sex, or you didn't get a chance to take it to another level because maybe one of you or both of you had vowed celibacy in a previous life. And so you and this person, for whatever reason, you could not figure out, this person couldn't figure out, well, why can't I just take it to the next level with this person? You know, I'm drawn to this person. I love the snot out of this person. I love this person to life, but I just cannot seem to get my dick hard, or, you know, my pussy won't get wet. I'm just saying, you know, this is what is coming through. You guys are just kind of like, yeah, physically kind of like opposed to one another. And this is not for a lot of you. This is for a small select few of you. Or it could just be the fact that maybe you were able to have sex with this person, but you weren't able to continue. Okay, there was a blockage. This is the blockage. Okay, this is coming up in the reading to let you know that this is a past life blockage. And again, you will benefit from a soul revocation because you do not want this person coming back into your life is not going to remove the blocks. Okay, you have to do spiritual healing and energy work to clear it out. I've learned this the hard way years ago on my journey. I kept on running into the same situations, the same lovers, different faces, yada, yada, yada. You guys all know the story because I'm pretty sure you've been there and done that yourselves. But when I cleared out the energy, I started having the wonderful opportunity of meeting new soul mates with different personality traits than those that were in my past. And it was very rich and rewarding, like the relationship that I'm in now. Very rich and rewarding, very giving, a very gifting relationship, instead of a relationship where it's unequal and it's imbalanced. You know what I'm saying? There's no reciprocity, but there's a lot of reciprocity here. And that is what I am loving about our connection. Now, you have love life. Oh, of course, you guys were lovers. I told you this before we even got this far. You guys are lovers in this life, past life. You guys have been lovers in many lifetimes. For some of you, it's been more than 10 lifetimes that you guys have connected and, you know, rekindled that ancient cosmic flame between the two of you. You may have problems and issues in your current love life because you're not with this person, and this is the person that you should be with. This could have affected your health. I feel like you guys had health issues in previous lifetimes. I feel like one of you guys were a patient and the other person was a nurse, because in many lifetimes we changed genders, you know, and this is part of the reason why we have a gay community, because sometimes we don't come out of that energy. Now, I feel like some of you have had some of your health problems and issues with your health because you were not able to be in a relationship with this person and it took a toll on you. Take what resonate. That's not for everybody, but it is for some. I can't make this stuff up. I told you guys were past lovers. You were husband and wife. You were married. Okay. Some of you were married to this person in this lifetime and divorced because, you know, it's not that it wasn't meant to be, you guys. There is a thing that's called divine timing. And even though that you're meant to be with somebody, sometimes you can get together prematurely. Okay, let's just say that all the stars were not aligned, but yet and still your souls pulled each other to one another. Well, God is not going to fight you and say, no, you can't meet yet. God is going to allow it to happen. But God is also, source energy is also going to allow for things to fizzle out and fade until things are in divine timing, or that you guys are in alignment, full alignment with not only each other, but with yourselves, with your own soul. And that's the reason why things sometimes do not work out, is because a lot of us are not full and whole. A lot of us are broken. And so in order for us to heal, sometimes we have to separate and be pulled apart. I know that you see all the time, union is here, reunion is here, your divine masculine is coming back, or your soulmate is coming back from the past. Well, this is not one of those readings, okay? Because I am living proof that this is happening, because it just happened to me. I'm living proof, even if it didn't just happen to me, that it's still happening, because that is how confident I am in source and my entourage, my spiritual entourage, with the messages that they deliver me. No, I don't listen to other readers or anything like that. And the reason why I don't is because I don't want to be influenced subconsciously on anything that they say and say it in my readings. So I choose not to listen to readings from other readers. And when I do, I listen to readers that are totally different from me, and their delivery, how they speak and everything, because I know that I would never talk like that and I would never regurgitate any of their information. But that's pretty much the gist of it. And with your last card, you have leaving and traveling. Okay, so this person and you had some lifetimes where they left you to be with another person, or you may have left this person in this lifetime to be with another person, or a combination of both. Maybe they left you to go be with somebody. But the point is, this card represents unrequited love. And at one particular time, either you or your person felt unrequited love in this relationship. And this is the reason why leaving and traveling is here. Again, you're not going to just by magic, you know, have this disappear from out of your aura. You have to clean and clear this out. And I cannot emphasize enough, you guys. You don't have to get it done through me, but I do offer it. Why not? I mean, I know what I'm doing. I know how to read energy. I know how to clear it out of your aura. If you really want it to work this time and you want 2020 to be a different year for you than your last decade, and you want this to be a better decade, then give yourself the gift of a soul revocation. Seriously, clear that stuff out. You may even want to add a karmic flush and a violet flame. Those are the 3 combos, okay? 90% of my clients get it together in 3s, because when it comes to any type of ritual work, there's power in 3s. And I'm not just saying this because I want you to get all 3. It doesn't matter to me. You know, this is your life and this is your decision. And I stand, you know, neutral either way. But as a healer, okay, it would be a disservice to you if I knew how to help you, and I don't recommend how to clear this out. So anyway, that's what I recommend for you, because if not, this will continue to recycle in your experiences, and I'm sure you do not want that. All right, let's go ahead and get into the tarot aspect of this. Oh, Okay. All right. This is, no, this is in reverse. This was in reverse, you guys. I'm sorry. I just switched the cards around. I know for a fact that this is in reverse. You got the Hangman in reverse. This is because this person right now has a spiritual connection with you, and they realize the spiritual connectedness that the two of you once shared. And this is what is bringing everything back around full circle. I feel like this person is going to contact you and share some things. They're going to open up to you. One thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that they opened up to me why they ghosted me. You know, when I told you that my prayer was answered 11 years ago yesterday, it was true. I was really shocked by why. And you know what, you guys? It's because someone lied. Someone lied and fabricated the truth. And this was a person that was in both of our circles, and it was one of their kin folks. It was one of their family members. And they believed their family member over me because they didn't know at the time that their family member was dealing with certain mental issues and mental illnesses. That later on, since the separation of me and this person, they were able to figure out that, oh my God, this person is a compulsive liar. Maybe they lied to me about what they told me about, you know, my ex too. So that is what a lot of you are going to be going through. You're going to be going through a person coming to you because someone lied and fabricated something about you, or maybe they misjudged you. Maybe they couldn't see you clearly at the time, and the divine is finally waking them up to who you really are to them. Take what resonates, right? But I really feel like this person is going to reveal the truth. You've been wondering for years why things did not culminate and come into fruition, and why things didn't work out between you and your person. Well, it's because, you know, destiny got in the way. And it was meant to happen that way. Trust me, you guys, you cannot go back and change anything that has happened because it's already done. The past is gone. The future is not here. All we are left with is the present moment. And I feel like this person is now awakening to how precious the present moment is. And so, due to the fact that they are just now awakening to this, I feel like in times past, they were fighting with their ego. And this is the reason why they were resisting this relationship and this connection. Okay. Now you have the Eight of Cups. So yeah, this person was like in a dream world. Okay. Like it was an illusion. I feel like this person was fearing commitment with you. This is another reason why they ran, because they knew who you were and they abandoned you. They abandoned ship. They abandoned the relationship because it scared them and they weren't ready. I feel like you guys were younger back then. They weren't ready to be tied down. If you can see, all of this is connected to this octopus, but this is like some deep-seated like attachment. Okay. I feel like this person has struggled with abandonment issues like pretty much their whole life. So when you left the person, they didn't know how to deal with that. And so they were looking for healing in other places. And they couldn't find the healing in you because you were the one in their minds that inflicted the pain. Okay. Now on the flip side, let me get some water. The flip side of the story is that they inflicted pain on you and they were guilty. And this is another reason why they ran from you. You have the Ten of Swords. This person is up all night thinking about how much pain they've inflicted on you or you inflicted on them. They're either feeling guilty. This person, I feel like their life has not been the same without you. And they know that. And they can no longer deny it. They can no longer hide it. One of the things that he said to me is that this is 2020. I'm not going to enter another year without being honest with you about how I feel about what you've done to me and what I've done. And you know what? I'm just going to clear the air. So I really feel like this is what's keeping them up at night, because you guys have unfinished business. You guys have unfinished ties that needs to be either retied, or you need to just basically let this go altogether. Okay. But when the time comes when this person approaches you, you're going to know exactly what you need to do. There may be a little bit of confusion, but I really feel like ultimately you're going to know what it is that you need to do. Okay. Yeah. This person thought that life was better without you. But now they're finding out with the Ten of Swords that it's not. That actually they complicated their lives even more by allowing for their head and their logical, rational mind to make the decision that their heart couldn't afford. Okay? You got the Three of Cups. This is time for celebration. There's a celebration of love. There's a new chapter. There's commitment and a proposal that's coming for you from this person. I feel like this is, again, coming back full circle. Something that was meant to be, but didn't completely happen. You know, it reminds me of Brian McKnight, where he says never felt this way is the name of the song. He said, there'll never come a day you'll ever hear me say that I want and need to be without you. I want to give my all. And this is what I feel like this person is saying to you. They want to give you their all this time. And they're not taking no for an answer. This person is going above and beyond. You got the Eight of Swords. Okay, for a time now, this person has been feeling stuck. I feel like they've been wanting to reach out to you until now. They've been wanting to reach out to you, but they've been feeling stuck because they've been all in their head. Because Swords deals with air, right? Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Take what resonates. But I'm just saying, this person has been stuck in their own mind, their own head. They've been playing out failed scenarios. What if I contact her or him and they don't want me or they don't want to talk to me? What if they over me? What if they won't even give me the time or the day? So this is the reason why it's taking years. And I feel like for most of them, they had to heal. Okay. Some of you guys did a bang up job on this person, or some of you have been hurt. This person has went above and beyond and out of their way to hurt you. Okay. And they stayed away because they're like, how dare I just pop up into his life or her life after all these years, right? You got Two of Swords. Okay, at one point in time, this person was a stalemate. They wasn't giving you what you needed and they knew it. They didn't know how. This person ghosted you in the past. They left you on red. It's because they couldn't face you. They couldn't face you. They couldn't even face themselves. They didn't have the strength. So they had to make a decision. And I think that they made an executive decision that suited them and that was best for them at the time being. Okay? They did their best. And I believe you did too, considering the circumstances. You got the Magician, because I feel like this represents this person healing and mastering themselves in this situation, discovering their true power. And some of you may have had a person that was attached to you that had a codependency. And so this is the reason why it didn't work as well, okay? Because the law of attraction will break up a relationship like that. And if it doesn't, oh my God, you will suffer so miserably being in a relationship where someone is overly attached to you. So anyway, I really feel like them mastering themselves is the reason why they were able to, and they are able to make this come back around, okay? To be able to come back to you, to be able to reach out to you and to speak their truth. For years, this person has been wanting to tell you all of these things, but couldn't. But now they're in their autonomy, they're standing in their power, and they're able to. They're able to speak their own truth now. You got, this is in reverse. You got the Priestess of Cups in reverse. I don't know how that got switched back around. I feel like this represents their inability to let go of you. And it also represents the initiation, the approach, the discovery, all of that. And you finding new things about yourself and each other. Okay? New discoveries. That's what it is. You guys are discovering new things about one another, and you should. It's been years since you've been out of contact. And so there are going to be things about you that are different things that make you tick, things that you used to get upset about and triggered doesn't trigger you anymore. So you guys are going to have to start to learn each other for who you are now, as opposed to who you both were in the past. And that's what the Princess of Cups in reverse represents. Okay, no, see, this is supposed to be upright. You got the Seven of Wands. This person is coming back to defend your honor. Okay, I really feel like they couldn't understand why they couldn't shake you. Even though you were this monstrous person, for some of you, you were like the monster or the ghost from their past. But they're coming back to protect you because the divine is the one that is awakening them to who you are. They've been watching you on social media. They've been watching your personality, and they're like, wait a second, this person doesn't seem like even half or even a fraction of what I think about this person. This person is totally different. Maybe I was the one that had the misperception, and they were. So this person is coming back to fight for your love. This person is coming back to fight for your honor. And your last card you have here is the Ace of Cups. I cannot make this stuff up, you guys. This is going to be a beautiful new beginning, a fresh start, and a new chapter between you and your person. And I have come to the conclusion of your beautiful reading. If you would like to see me on the other side, yes, I am going to do an extended. This is the bomb.com reading. We're going to take it to the other side and see how things are going to unveil. All right. For $11.11, you can meet me there. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.